Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 25 of the Red Force Podcast. I'm your host, Eric Talato. Joining me today is the uncontested king of keeping it real, Christian Talato.
Is this a new title?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Christian, it's a chilly day.
Very chilly.
Ice cold on the podcast today. Here in Australia, winter.
I mean, Australian winter is like 10 degrees. So
Cold for us.
I mean, compared to other people, they go like negative 20.
We're halfway through the year
Yeah.
of this podcast and the year in general. Because we started the first week of the year. Keeps it easy, I guess.
Did we actually start the first week of the year?
Yep. January, whatever the fuck it was.
That's easy.
We were talking about doing it over Christmas. We started the first week of 2018. We're halfway through the year. Thoughts?
My memory is so filled with One Piece knowledge
Yes.
that I can't remember shit like that, alright?
Okay.
So, who knows when we started? No one can find out.
Christian, this week, interesting week for the community. I wouldn't say as hype as last week,
It's still
but
pretty
still
high.
very good.
Yeah?
Anything to add, or are you just going to sit there?
Well, you know, I'm on the forums defending my man Shanks.
Okay, everyone thinks people in cloaks are Shanks.
Still stupid people out there thinking Shanks is evil.
Ridiculous.
Trying to right those wrongs.
Christian went on a rant last week. You can do that on the previous episode.
I'm still in the forums, trying to right the wrongs, trying to do the good work.
Yep.
Of the Lord and Savior Shanks.
Okay.
But people out there, delusional.
I mean, what's new?
On the path of destruction, alright?
Okay.
They don't want to hear that Shanks is the God King. You know? Because they're still obsessed with Kaido and other characters. But
if you read and watch the show, how do you not have an emotional attachment to Shanks? You have to be dead inside.
I'll tell you, it's these people that caught up via reading the wiki.
Okay.
I was talking to this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like...
Some cobber?
He's like, I read the wiki on Sky Island because nothing happened. I'm like... I'm just going to your opinion doesn't even matter to me.
Yeah.
If you're not going to sit there or watch or read the arc, the entire series, why are you even talking to me?
Good point. Now, Christian, this week.
Yeah.
On the docket.
Mm-hmm.
Got some good shit. Talk about the chapter, power scale, how strong is Shanks. Topic of the show. This week we're talking about the supernovas because of the chapter. Kind of an update on the
this
supernovas.
Week, after last week debacle on the doc and its formatting.
Okay.
I went in there and I put together the doc. We have notes, we have structure, we have order.
Alright.
You know?
Yeah, Christian doing something this week. He wants a medal for it.
Because I have time this week. And now the doc is clean, it's crisp, it's precise.
Well, good for you.
And we can have a good show.
Now, Christian. Thoughts on the anime this week?
Anime this week, pretty good. Overall, better animation than last week. I know there was about 5 minutes of good animation with the German shit.
Yeah.
But this week, people actually moved. You know, there were still frames.
Minimal stills.
Still stills, but not every other frame was still and like characters sliding across the screen.
I'll tell you why I enjoyed this week so much compared to other weeks is that we actually see Big Mum moving.
Actually look intimidating.
And in an appropriate way.
Yeah.
Good.
She got that running form.
She does. Christian, we're in some treats soon in the anime. We got some Alva Spears coming up.
Ooh.
So we'll get to see those.
The Kinkaku bite or whatever.
Obviously they're gonna have the Kamehameha sound effect.
Of course.
No doubt.
Because Toei don't have new sound effects.
Anyway. Christian. Let's get into the chapter.
Let's get into it.
Bam! Chapter 908.
The reverie begins.
Yes.
Opens up with Olympus. When's this arc gonna end? Is this longer than the other ones?
What the fuck, Oda? What?
Is this longer than the other ones?
I don't know.
It's
I think
it's
is
fine.
he waiting for the Reverie to finish for this?
So we're just gonna stick on Olympus till the referee's over.
I don't know. Maybe there's a grand plot for Olympus.
So Olympus is drafting.
Maybe this is gonna last as long as the Gamatsu one. 400 cover stories about nothing.
Yeah. So Olympus is drafting a behavioral guide for pirates.
Does any other mangaka do this?
No, this is like specifically Oda
Yeah.
thing.
What is this? What is this
I
about?
think the origin is like he didn't have room to put these side stories in the manga, so
Yeah.
he's just like, yeah, all right,
Okay.
I'll do this.
Started very early. Buggy. After Buggy.
Yeah.
So. Christian, before we begin, it's chapter 908. Do you remember chapter 900?
Yeah.
Already 8 weeks or after that.
It's only been 2 months.
That's crazy.
Time flies in One Piece land, man.
So much stuff has happened in 8 weeks. We begin the chapter.
Alright, Marushiri heals Shirahoshi. Classic?
Which is just kind of a conclusion to what happened last week.
Yeah.
No real good information except for Mossguard.
Muscard is the real deal, alright? He is giving Leo, Pal, Leo, Pal, what's his Psy,
Yeah.
Merman princes, and other people in that group.
Now,
the
Christian thought he
Okay.
spotted Kyros with 2 legs,
was some random good.
but some goon. So,
Kyros is there, right?
I think so.
He's there, but we haven't seen him.
Yeah. What's his role in this arc, Christian?
So we got Kyros as well for the Shirahoshi crew.
Yeah,
They have protection over Shirahoshi.
of course.
If anyone tries to grab her, they have permission to attack. Now, that's
Yeah,
not going to go well for them.
Yeah. Now, I gotta throw out there that people are suggesting that Mossguard has ulterior motives. And my retort to that is, Celestial Dragons don't need to fuck around. They get what they want.
That's true.
So, there would be no reason to
It's
go a way around to get what he wants, when he can just get what he wants regardless.
I think this is a good outcome for his character after
Yeah.
Fishman Island. And why ruin that? Why
Yeah.
ruin that?
I mean, no one remembers it.
Why ruin Onohime's good deed?
Is this section in Marijoa and the Reverie making Fishman Island better for you?
Slowly?
Does it increase the arc rank, or is it just put it in context in the world?
Just puts it. It doesn't increase the arc rank
Yeah.
because there's a lot of problems with Fishman Island, and we'll eventually get to it. But
Okay. Do you think the conclusion will be worth Fishman Island?
no,
Okay. What's the chapter count of Fishman Island? What do you reckon? How long is it?
I think it's what. I think it's about it's about 50.
50?
Yeah,
Okay. Not the longest arc.
not the longest arc, but not the greatest arc.
Okay. Now, Bossguard's given them permission to do what the fuck they want if they attack Shirahoshi, who his name will be
On the line.
on the line. Now, you can't punish a Celestial Dragon, so they pretty much have free reign. There you go.
We have Cobra and King Riku
Mm-hmm.
are having a meeting with Fujitora
Okay.
to discuss the Shichibukai system. Or the Warlord system.
Yep.
Where do you think this plot point is going after this chapter? Because it seems like Fujitora has no fucking say. Nor do the kings. It's all a show.
They're gonna make
Where
a
is
push.
this plot
They're gonna
line?
make a push for it.
Are they going to get rejected?
I mean, it depends how much the Gorosei invested in the plan.
Well, we'll get to it, but there's a great cleansing happening.
Yeah.
They might need the warlords there to help with that.
But who's left that's relevant?
Mihawk
Boa.
and Boa. Boa's not going to do shit to Luffy.
Boa's not gonna do.
Kuma's still relevant.
Yeah. Who's even in this chapter?
Weevil. The legend of him is strong.
Yeah. All uncontrollable characters. I think Fujitora will put his point across. Despair the warlord system. And via shenanigans and coincidences,
Yeah.
Luffy will meet Weevil. And team up with him against the Marines. Because Weevil is a Majin Buu character, yes?
Yeah, I think that's he's gonna come in for Blackbeard. Because that seems like his true goal is to take out Blackbeard.
Yeah, but Luffy and him already have something in common.
Sure.
So I imagine that plot point will come into play much earlier than what we think. Probably Wano. I'd imagine Weevil's in Wano.
Can we not have every character in One Piece in Wano?
It's just Christian, rules are twos. It's the way of a Jew.
That's true. That is true. Weevil, where does Weevil fit? No fucking idea.
Yeah. Why introduce a new character?
Yeah. We got the Rocks now. We got Weevil now.
I mean, he just fits because Marco's there. Whitebeard pirates.
I think he's gonna be just a hype piece for Marco.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe it's to reintroduce Marco as a strong person. Yeah. So he's just there to hype Marco up.
Beats Marco.
No, but like Marco beats him just to hype. Yeah, just to hype Marco up as like a legitimate contender now.
Yeah. Post time skip, improved.
Yeah. Alright, so we move on to a mysterious figure called Connie. Queen Dowager, and that's an important fact that I will get to.
Yeah.
Arrives at the Celestial Dragon Gate. Guards seem to know who she is.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be a legitimate position in the world.
Yes.
This Queen Dowager Connie from Sorbet Kingdom?
Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce that?
Could be sherbet. Could be sorbet.
I think it's sorbet.
Yeah.
All
a play on some kind of sweet I was going for, I think.
Alright. So, some information for people out there who don't know.
Yeah.
Dowager, specifically Queen Dowager, means that she holds the position of the ruler because the king of that country died.
Yeah.
That's an exact meaning of the word Queen Dowager.
Now, did you look for any information about this kingdom that we've seen before?
No information.
Okay, new kingdom.
New kingdom, yeah. No information, no idea where it is. So, the king of the Sorbet Kingdom is dead, so Bonnie had to spend some time in this kingdom, be married to the dead king at one point in time. The timeline doesn't make that much sense unless it's a cover.
Yeah, so I was about to throw that out. She could be looking like the character to try and get in.
So her actually being the royalty, the character that she says she is here, is very unlikely.
No, assuming this is one of the 50 kingdoms.
Yeah.
Is there an old woman at that table that looks like that? Not that I could see.
Well, the picture's not, Yeah. Can't really see everyone there.
I have to look at it again, but yeah.
Alright.
So,
because we know she was a pirate.
Yeah.
She's a well-known pirate.
Yeah.
And her name is Julie Bonnie.
Yes.
Shown in bold letters outside of characters saying her name multiple times. Mm-hmm. Her name is Julie Bonnie.
Yeah.
That's a fact. So...
No Charlotte.
No Charlotte, no... no...
Porteous, no
Bartholomew.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. So... That has to be a real name. Although...
Doesn't have to be a real name.
But, like, it keeps on bloody repeating it in author text.
Could be just a cover.
Yeah, it could be. But it seems like Al-Qaeda knows she has a connection.
I still like the theory that she's the second daughter of Big Mom because we haven't seen the second daughter of Big Mom.
But, well, we'll get into it. She still could be from this kingdom because of the relationship she seems to have with Kurba.
Yes.
There seems to be something there. But we'll get into that when Kurba arrives. Alright, so now, Roswell comes to see Charles. Bonnie sneaks into the Celestial Dragon Kingdom.
Okay.
Mossguard has no slaves. That's an important fact.
Mm-hmm.
He is the real deal. He's not a secret mastermind. Like... What is this, some sort of 10-year grand plan?
Yeah.
Again, not the biggest fan of these.
Also, it doesn't make sense with the character of Celestial Dragons.
Yeah. The other Celestial Dragons don't like him. They say he's a nut job, why is he not using his position? Yeah. All that kind of stuff. Alright, now we see Kuma. What the fuck did they do to Kuma? Alright?
He's fucked up.
He's fucked up. He's a slave, he's crawling on the ground.
Wearing the same outfit of Jean Bart.
Yeah,
The
the
slave
orange
Yeah.
jumpsuit thing. Kuma is the former king of the Sorbet Kingdom. Now, due to the fact that there's a Queen Danger,
Yes.
there has to be a king after Kuma that has died.
Okay.
Because the direct there,
Unle-
there's not an interpretation on the title of
Yeah.
this thing. Because there's other titles related to if the king is excommunicated and shit. This word is specifically for widows.
Okay.
So Kuma left this country, a new king came into power, and that king died.
Or they like Kuma was the king before he was a robot, and then he died, but became Kuma.
But Kuma's still there's very strict rules of royalty titles.
Okay.
Very strict rules.
Do you think Oda knows these strict rules?
I mean, if he doesn't, then he didn't do his research.
Okay.
If you're gonna use these titles, you're gonna know what they mean. So, Bonnie sees Kuma, and she swears revenge.
Mm-hmm.
She seems very upset by this.
Yes.
So there has to be some sort of connection between her and Kuma.
Now, brought this up on the Kick a Lightning stream a few days ago.
Yep.
Oda draws these very intentionally. There is father, daddy, when she's crying. Not spoken by her, spoken by Charlos.
Yep.
Intentional. What are your thoughts?
Here's the thing.
Red herring trying to fuck us up.
Red herring trying to fuck us up. Because the timeline
Mm-hmm.
is questionable.
We don't know Bonnie's age. Do we know Kuma's age?
True. We don't know Bonnie's age, but people like Alkainu call her Juri Bonnie.
Okay.
So, if he knew her real name,
Yes.
and that she was some sort of princess of a country...
She's just pretending to be Connie. This queen.
Yeah, but the queen is from the same country as Kuma.
Yeah.
So, Kuma was a former king. And he's saying there's a new royalty line that she's... See, here's the thing.
Okay.
It's all very confusing.
Yes.
And makes the whole Bonnie situation even worse. Because
I think it feels it a little bit. Because we knew nothing, now we know something.
But the things we know...
Yeah.
Kind of like, is it a cover, is it not a cover? Because if it's not a cover, timeline really doesn't make sense. Because...
What do you mean by timeline not making sense?
Because she has to... If you're the queen of a country...
Yes.
Alright, this is assumed. She was married to the king.
Yeah.
King dies.
Yeah.
Alright, let's just say she's like 800 years old.
Yeah.
King dies. She then goes out to sea for at least 2 years. So she becomes a well-known pirate for 2 years.
Yes.
Under a different name. Where's the queen of the country? Just gone? Just disappeared?
Okay.
Surely they implement a new ruler. And then sometime after she escaped the world government, she goes back to the Sorbet Kingdom, retakes her throne, and then goes to Reverie.
Unless this is just a cover.
Unless it's just a cover, exactly.
Which it probably is.
So that's why it has to be a cover.
Yeah.
Because, like, the timeline is really weird.
But what is the relationship to Kuma, if this is a cover?
Still could be daughter.
Yeah.
She would have to at least know the background of the kingdom to be able to infiltrate, right?
But at least she at least has to know she at least has to know about Kuma, or met him in some way.
Because
she cried for Ace.
Well, that was...
With no real connection.
I mean, she never said Ace.
And Whitebeard.
She never said those names.
She gets upset.
She gets upset at the war.
Yeah.
Kuma's in the war. Killing people.
Okay.
So, I think there's a connection with Kuma, but I'm not really willing to say what.
Yeah.
Possible daughter of Kuma. But again, the name thing and
yeah.
It's all very... It is a lot of piecing together. Alright. So... Alright, so Roswald rented Kuma and states it is his turn on the list. Therefore, this has been going on for some time.
Yes.
This isn't a new thing. It seems like they've been doing this for ages.
Okay.
And we'll get into it. Alright, so...
How long has it been since they left Shabondi after the time skip? A few months?
Maybe a month.
Yeah. No, a few. There's 2 weeks of travel time multiple times. Hawkeye Island was a week, Zoro was 2 weeks.
So it wasn't 2 weeks. About 2 months. Let's just say 2 months.
Okay.
So, it's been going on for more than 2 months.
I'd like to know how much time they get.
Because of what Lindbergh says later on.
Yes.
But more things about Bonnie, right? When Alcone reaches Bonnie after the botched Blackbeard trade,
Yes.
he goes, he was truly frightened when she escaped from the world government, but he is glad that she's back under the world government control.
Mm-hmm.
So that implies at some point she was under the world government.
Yeah.
Which goes back into the Sorbet Kingdom thing.
Yeah.
So there's more evidence there. It's really weird. It's like there's so many possibilities.
This is the thing about Bonnie, right?
Just a mystery.
She's one of those characters that the fans love for really no reason.
Because you could put her in any theory and it just fills the gap.
Yeah, Bonnie's big Luffy's mother, Bonnie's
Age,
fucking
timeline doesn't matter.
Ace's sister, fucking whatever you want, right?
Yeah.
Bonnie's big mom, right?
Yeah.
Bonnie's mother Caramel.
I've heard that one.
So
Bonnie's every character.
She's a character that everyone loves to put into theories because she's got a Devil Fruit that makes timeline irrelevant.
I mean, it kind of does because it doesn't.
No, because she could be 1,000 years old, Christian. We don't know.
That's true. Alright, so the revolutionaries are under the courtyard where this is going down.
Yeah.
It seems like the Rev are here to free slaves. And Kuma is a slave.
Yes.
So that seems like that's their goal. I don't think their goal is specifically to save Kuma.
Mm-hmm.
Like most people think. I think their goal is to save slaves, and Kuma's one of those.
Yes.
So therefore, they have to save Kuma.
What is this, like the third time we've seen slaves this arc already?
Fourth, yeah?
Yeah, so I think we said this when we saw the slaves underneath
I mean, even before that.
the Reverie, yeah.
Even before that. They're coming here to free the slaves, clearly. Yeah. Alright.
They're not going to pull off a terrorist act.
More crucial information on the Kuma situation
Yes.
from Morley. Morley says, Kuma has been victimized by the world government his entire life. They are using Kuma as an example as he was a king that was part of the revolutionaries.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
So this slavery business has been going on
For
at least 12 years. Because we see Kuma in Zabu's flashback
Yeah.
12 years ago. So we don't know when the deal
I
is
imagine
done.
after his mind was starting to lose, probably around Marineford. But yeah, I don't think
Alright, so here
we'll get into the
it would seem where he became a warlord and a slave to protect his nation from being eradicated
for being
part of the revolutionaries.
Yeah. I was sorting this out. I don't know, this morning or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that Kuma would have allied his kingdom with the Reverie secretly or not.
The revolutionaries.
The revolutionaries. The government found out. He's like, don't do anything to my kingdom. I'll hand my body over to the government to be a supernova, not supernova, a warlord.
And then guinea pig slave. Yeah.
To save his kingdom.
Yeah.
Which is
now possible plot holes in the story.
Yes.
Because of this. Protecting the Sunny for 2 years makes even less sense now.
Okay.
Because wouldn't the Celestial Dragons want him back? And wouldn't that just threaten his nation once again?
I think his mind is gone and it's a direct program for Vegapunk.
Yeah, but it's all very messy now. Like, why isn't his kingdom destroyed when he's not obeying the Celestial Dragons for 2 years?
Vegapunk could have probably put up, so he's not working properly or whatever.
It's a malfunction.
I have to fix him.
It's all very messy. It's all very messy now.
Yeah.
Or I'm just gonna have to explain this. Because it might be a plausible plot hole.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have to know what the deal
with Kuma was. It might be a situation where we need to solve the problem for Oda. It's not
Yeah.
necessarily a plot point, not a plot
plot
hole.
hole. I mean, Odin.
We can connect the dots to make it make sense. When it doesn't, when we can't find any way,
I mean,
that's implausible.
There's really no. It's not like the celestial dragons listen to reason.
Yeah.
So
But he could have just become a full slave the last 2 months.
That's not really what Lindbergh says.
Yeah.
Or Morley.
Or he's out on a mission. He goes on missions all the time.
Yeah, he goes on missions all the time for the world government's sake.
Yeah.
But this was protecting a pirate ship for 2 years.
They don't need it. I don't doubt they want to know what's the mission.
They would have been like, where the fuck is Kumar? Where's my slave at? That's what they would have been like.
I don't know.
So it's all very messy now. So Oda, you gotta clean this up.
Could have been Moscow being like,
yeah, alright.
Protect the sun.
Alright, let's
I don't fucking know, dog.
To reach.
Doesn't even make sense, but we'll go with that.
Alright.
Kumar, mysterious as always.
We got a little bit.
Clearly gonna go back to the revolution.
Clearly, but we get a lot of backstory here.
Yeah.
Sounds very good for Kuma.
Kuma the Tyrant was a king. Thoughts?
I think that's more of a disgrace.
Yeah. Did they ruin his name?
Yeah. They ruined his name.
Yeah.
Anything else about Kuma?
He's getting stabbed. Christian's brought this up to me multiple times that it doesn't really make sense because Zoro cut him barely with his iron sword.
And
techniques.
Sanji almost broke his foot.
Yeah.
On his face.
But swords can stab through him.
And he's bleeding.
Is it a Dragon Ball situation where you need a guard? With Key, I don't know. Are all mechs backs?
Here's the thing.
Or are all cyborgs backs in One Piece?
Here's the thing. Sanji kicks Kuma in the face. Yeah. Zero damage. Why is Kuma's face bleeding from a mallet? From a celestial dragon?
He could be very weak and he's been common abuse for probably a while.
But he's made of metal.
Yeah. I don't know.
Interesting. He's a cyborg.
We do feel pity for Kuma.
Of course.
In this situation.
No doubt. But the power scaling...
An invincible slave.
The power scaling must be always upkept.
I don't know. Do we even have Kuma on the power scale?
Well, maybe a little...
Maybe a hint for the future.
Alright.
Next.
Yeah, back Kuma, blah, blah, blah.
By the way, do we think that What's-His-Face and Mossguard will come into some kind of conflict?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That's definitely going down.
What do you think the result of that will be? Basically, the question is, do the Fishmen get what they want from Mossguard or don't they?
I don't think they do. I think Mossguard fails.
Yeah.
Because it's not time for the Fishermen to return to the service yet.
Does that ruin Otohime?
Also, we'll get into it at the end, but it seems like someone wants her dead.
Yeah.
So... Alright, so the Rev, we're gonna do this mission and we're gonna fail, we're gonna die. There's no
everyone's there, Lindbergh confirmed. Dragon nor in sight. Dragon doing his own mission.
Dragon's there, alright? Don't worry about Dragon. Yep. He'll turn up. Alright, so we get a little bit of information. 170 nations are in the world government. Most nations are a part of it.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting. Right?
Most
nations. It seems like nations like Wano aren't affiliated with the world government at all.
They are. We know that.
Exactly. But places like Water 7 aren't part of the world government.
But they are.
But they have affiliation with the world government. They interact with them. They trade with
Iceberg made a deal with the world government. To build ships.
To build ships and stuff. But that's why they're not represented. Because they're not necessarily
under the world government. But they respect.
That's why there's only 50 people there.
Yeah.
Because they're not necessarily a full kingdom.
Christian, I'm on this theory for a while. All the kingdoms that aren't affiliated with the world government are from indeed the Will of D, the Clan of D, and were against the world government in the war 800 years ago, 1,000 years ago. Makes sense?
Yep.
Wano, Zoro, and the Giants. That's a formidable army.
Yeah.
They lost, though.
That's true. So yeah. a lot of interesting little things there.
Mhm.
An interesting point from one of the kings: the Navy does not run on thin air.
Yeah.
The Navy men get paid.
Mm-hmm.
I think that confirms this.
We assume so, Christian. They'd get wage.
They get a wage, a living wage.
Yes.
So, world government, the military budget spending, astronomical.
So do you think that the kingdoms would have the goal to be like, if you don't do this, we're not going to pay you? Because they'll get their ass busted called.
Exactly.
So-
There's no escaping the world government.
Yeah.
You pay your tax, or you get blown up.
Yeah.
Now, is the celestial tribute tax? Is that the only tax they pay?
So what you're saying is that they also need to pay tax on top of the celestial tribute.
Because the celestial tribute isn't necessarily going to the world government.
No,
It's going
Christian,
to
we-
celestial dragons.
We talked about the taxation system in the One Piece world. Do we think that the tax man comes quarterly to pick up from each kingdom?
It's gonna be at the end of the financial year.
End of the financial year?
Surely. I mean, how much tax did they lose because of pirates just attacking their money ships?
A lot.
So, once again, some interesting little takes.
We're learning more about the government, which is good. We're never going to get taxation information.
Alright, so we got Kings talking about Wano.
How funny would it be if Dragon turns up at the river? He's like, I have one thing. He's like, taxation is theft.
That's funny. Alright, so Luffy, the people there talking about Wano, talking about Luffy.
Yeah, they're already talking about Luffy.
I think it's pretty safe to assume that Wano is Kaido's joint.
Yeah.
Kaido's main base.
But
people saying that's not Kaido's main base. Kaido is not the type of man to run a kingdom.
Yeah, this is the thing as well. Every time Kaido's brought up, every time, I'm going to Wano, Kaido is assumed there.
Kaido is always brought up. It's his home base.
Just
people need to stop.
Just I imagine it was big news when he took over.
Oh, Kaido's not going to be in Wano. No, he's in Wano.
Yeah.
Alright, it's his home base. Because people always talk about Wano and Kaido in the same sentence.
Yes.
Also, Kaido's not the type of man to run a kingdom. All he does is go out and try and kill himself.
We've
and
seen
try
that
to start
once.
wars.
We don't know enough about Kaido.
But as the character we have,
yes,
is he the type to give a fuck about running a country? Does he just want an army?
I mean...
Big Mom runs a massive nation. Decrees, tax systems, money systems. Different ministers running the political apparatus in Whole Cake Island. Kaido's not the type of man.
I imagine Kaido would run a military state.
Sure, but he would get the Shogun to do all the policy shit.
Yeah.
He's not sitting there decreeing policy.
And his generals and shit.
All he's saying, all Kaido would be like is like, hey, go get me this. That's all he would do.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be like, I decree that there's a 50% tax on beetroot.
Yeah.
He's not doing that.
Very specific.
He's not doing that. So this is why Kaido allied himself with the Shogun. He's the muscle. He's the big boy, and the Shogun is the political arm.
Okay. But you might assume that he also went to Wano to gain the military force.
Sure. That's also a good point.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is,
I don't think he went there to be like, I need a political structure. Let me go to Wano.
But to run an empire, you need a political structure.
Why Wano and not Elbaf? Is Elbaf out of reach for all emperors, except for the God King? Is Elbaf too strong for the emperors?
Well, apparently, Elbaf is the strongest place on the planet.
Yeah.
So, who knows there? Yeah. So, I'm pretty sure it's safe to assume Kaido's gonna be in Wano.
Yeah.
All right. So King Ballywood is the chairman. Mr. Lincoln.
Yeah.
In charge. Mr. Speaker. Gonna keep everything in order.
I don't see Mick Dundee on the table. What's going on?
There is one man with a crocodile hat.
Okay.
Could be Mick Dundee.
Yeah.
Can't really get a good look at him.
Alright.
But maybe we'll get a close up. Alright.
Do you think we'll have chapters of just title names? One chapter of everyone there with
No,
titles?
every time we see all the kings, there's always a couple new ones just saying a throwaway line.
Just one line.
Yeah. So the elders, it's time. for the Elder Stars. They're talking about Cobra. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
They consider him a traitor. That's interesting.
Yes.
So, they never really liked the Nefertari family.
Yeah.
So, they're worried, like, oh, did he figure something out? He
Yeah.
knows. I hope he doesn't spill the beans in the conference.
I think this pretty much confirms that the Gorosei are celestial dragons.
Alright.
Because he's a traitor, right?
Yeah. But
And they talk about them not joining the kingdoms.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll get into it.
Yeah.
Alright, the Elders claim that the world is unbalanced. You know, they can no longer contain the balance.
Yeah.
And it's time for a great cleansing. Here's the thing. What the fuck do they mean by balance?
Yeah.
Alright? So, does this mean they recognize pirates as a crucial part of the world balance?
Is their philosophy balance and not perfection?
Have a bad guy the world government can fight.
Yeah.
So they have something to do and not look inward at their own corruption.
Don't think it's that quite complex, Christian.
Well, at the same time, not being so suppressive that they'll cause a massive revolution, allowing people to roam the seas freely and become pirates.
I don't think it's giant
So is it about
complex to make money.
Is it about keeping people occupied so the upper class can live in peace and luxury? Is Oda cutting too deep into the real world?
No, I think it's fucking yin-yang balance shit. Not fucking...
But we have massive unbalance.
I don't think, yes, that's why they're going to cleanse.
It is a industrial military complex to keep the top end at the top. Keep the peasants busy and let them fight each other. Keep the balance.
Yeah.
The balance.
Mm-hmm.
Have a strong navy, have a strong enemy. So they fight for eternity.
Yep.
While we just sit on the top and live in peace and luxury.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what they're talking about with balance?
Hard to say with one line thrown out there.
Because it would seem that before the war with Whitebeard, it seemed like everything was in balance. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
But we still have emperors.
Yeah, but they're not really doing anything.
Exactly. Why aren't they doing anything?
Yeah.
Because the balance of power, they're all stuck.
Yeah,
They're
everything's
all...
balanced, so everything's in check.
Exactly. Right? The world government still goes after pirates.
Yeah.
The pirates just want to be free. The pirates attack the world government. They damage the world government. The world government's weakened.
There's 4 emperors, there's a Shibuya system.
People are too close to the truth.
Yeah.
It's time for a great cleansing. Alright?
Yes.
Is it a yin-yang thing? That doesn't really make sense because there's a top end.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is a commentary on the military-industrial complex from Oda. Coming deep.
Christian, you know how...
With a political commentary.
It's possible.
Let the plebs fight each other while we just sit on the top and make money off this shit. That's what it is.
They probably just want to... Yeah, they probably just want to keep the balance so no one gets too strong to oppose them.
Exactly.
So as long as there's 4 emperors...
As long as there's strong pirates and the navy's strong enough.
As long as everyone's strong and there's
and
not
people,
one leader.
And people aren't close to finding the truth.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Alright.
So, at least they're kind of smart and they understand how the world works.
Yeah.
You just keep them busy so we can just sit around and do nothing. Alright. So, after that little rant, we finally get a name of the fuck with the crown.
Yeah.
His name is Imu.
Yeah.
The Great Imu.
Yeah.
I am you from the official translation.
Read the official, ladies and gentlemen.
Although I do prefer I'm.
Yeah.
Because Imu is not very intimidating.
What about Aimu?
Aimu.
Yeah. What about Aimu-sama? Do you
What
feel
about-
better about Aimu-sama?
What about I am you? It's
What
an
about-
acronym.
What about Freddy?
Freddy, the Great Freddy.
Yeah.
You know? That's probably better than Aimu.
Alright.
Aimu is not a very intimidating name.
Now, do we research Aimu? Do we find any information?
No, it's just maybe like a...
Some Anunnaki shit coming back up? Or
No,
what?
it's like maybe it's something to do with Norse mythology of some random kid of some god.
Yeah.
That's really got to do with nothing.
Unlikely, you would say?
Unlikely.
Mhm.
There's not really anything connecting this name.
Okay.
So it's a new thing.
Now, Christian, who would have thought? Who would have thought that there's a King of Kings?
I mean, we'll get to it. Alright?
No.
We'll get to it. So, alright. You know, the guy cuts up a picture of Luffy, Blackbeard, and Shirahoshi is stabbed. He's holding a picture of Vivi.
No.
Alright? He walks up to the empty throne. The elders bow down to this guy. They ask, have you decided another light to be erased from this world?
Yes.
Alright, so light is considered to be a representation of truth in most religions and mythology.
Yeah.
So, we know that they have erased history before.
Yeah.
You know, the Void Century. O'Hara, right? They try and erase
Yep.
history. So, I'm assuming they're going to try and get rid of the whole nation
Of Alabasta.
of Alabasta. Just get rid of it.
Do you think Luffy,
I don't know how that would
Blackbeard,
solve their
and
problems.
Shirahoshi are off the chopping block for the moment?
No.
Well, not Shirahoshi. Well, Vivi has been chosen for this specific.
Well, Vivi's
task.
here, right here and now.
Yeah.
So that's easy pickings. As it were. I mean, who's there to say stop them? We got like, Pal?
Shanks.
I mean, Shanks is there. I'm here
Dragon.
to stop this
Sabo.
bullshit. There's heaps of people to save Vivi.
Yeah.
Alright? So, I think Vivi's on the chopping block. Will they finally send someone out to take Luffy down? Take Blackbeard down? Is this the setup for the final war? To kill Luffy the Pirate King?
Yeah. Perhaps. Blackbeard's on the chopping block as well.
Could they team up in a twist?
To take on the world government.
Yeah.
Maybe.
In a twist.
It's an interesting thought. Christian, the chair that was chair.
Who would have called?
The chair that's the symbol of peace and freedom, no one sits on it. Who would have called that the King of Kings would sit on it?
That there is a King of Kings.
Yes.
And there's some Illuminati bullshit.
Who would have thought that the man with the crown is the King of Kings?
Who knows about this fuck? Is it the Elder Stars and like that Merlin dude only?
Maybe. Now, I just want to throw out there that this man is in shadow probably because Oda doesn't want to show his face.
Why? He's a new character.
But I will say it might be intentional because he does want to erase light.
Are you saying he absorbs light?
I'm saying he's
He's
got
a
some
black
kind
hole.
of some darkness, black thing going on where like
Can't see dick.
he absorbs light or like he exists to banish the light because he's the darkness or whatever.
Is this person a human?
Some edgy shit. I don't know.
Is this person a human?
Is he a spaceman?
Is he an alien?
Maybe.
Is he immortal? Is he 2,000 years old?
Is he Mihawk? We don't know.
He's not Mihawk, alright? Let's just sort that out.
Yeah.
Right out. Now we're saying he. It could be non-human.
Nah.
Could be some sort of weird alien.
Probably
fuck.
a very pale man.
Now people are already claiming that this man is the strongest man in the verse.
Please. Please.
But what evidence do you have? What evidence? Alright? He rules by bloodline.
Why have a military arm if you can blow up the world?
Yeah, legit.
Yeah.
That's the question. He has some sort of birthright. He's some sort of messenger.
Or he's
some
immortal.
prophet.
He's
Some
been
sort
there
of-
forever.
He has to be some sort of prophet because he decides who gets killed.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm assuming that the other celestial dragons don't know he exists.
Maybe he has OD future sight.
Perhaps. I assume, Christian, that the other celestial dragons don't exist. Thoughts on this?
The other celestial dragons don't exist.
The other celestial dragons don't know he exists. Because
Yeah,
they have a god
yeah.
complex. I don't think they'll handle
Yeah.
knowing that there is a superior.
Yeah.
Do they know that the Gorosei even exists?
Yeah. Here's the thing.
We don't know.
Here's the thing.
But they're coming in. They walk the palace like they own the place.
Do these eyes mean anything?
I mean, they're cool eyes.
They're cool eyes. They look like Mayhawks.
Yeah.
Look like Huckabas.
Yeah.
And we all know when, Cavendish transforms, he's very fast. He's very speedy. Mihawk seems to be able to block any attack.
Well, I imagine the shot.
Are these eyes connected with some sort of observation haki power up?
Nah.
Because
I don't think so.
I think this dude is some sort of prophet.
Yeah.
And then he has incredible future sight, which would make him powerful and would give him some sort of actual authority because he can see deep into the future.
Yeah.
If that is possible, which we know it is, where good characters like Katakuri can see the future, but only a little bit. What if this man is some sort of prophet? Yeah. He's like Madame Shirley, but on a more clearer level.
Yeah. Where
he can see directly into the future.
So he sees Vivi as a problem at the moment.
Yeah, that's why he's gonna destroy Vivi, because he sees Vivi as a massive threat to the future. So do you think
the major players at the end game is Luffy, Blackbeard, and Shirahoshi?
I mean, Luffy probably will have Shirahoshi as an ally, and that's an ancient weapon.
Yeah.
So, who's going to win that battle?
Mm-hmm.
You know? If you find him on the ocean, Luffy wins.
Christian, some would say we are the prophets of the One Piece community.
Because I don't see him having some ultimate world-ending power. But it is believable that he has very good observation haki.
Sure, I just don't want him to be their final villain.
No, I would prefer the established final villain. No. Akainu Blackbeard.
Christian, are you going to bring up Mingo anytime soon?
Yes.
What are your thoughts? Because I disagree that it kind of doesn't really make sense.
Alright. We know that we have the King of Kings. He has emerged.
Yeah.
Emu. The Elder Stars wish to learn if there is a light to be extinguished from history.
Yes.
He sliced up pictures of Luffy and Blackbeard, so we know he is checking if the person with the hat has returned via the vault we saw last week.
Assuming that the second post is Blackbeard.
Assuming the second post is Blackbeard, because we can see two posters here. Alright. So, we saw that in chapter 906.
Mm-hmm.
The hat in the vault is a reminder of the will of D / Joy Boy, and, he wants to remove those names from history.
Yeah.
This is why the hat is locked away, and he keeps the hat in storage, because he wants the hat to be kept there. So, he keeps it effectively to remind himself of the will of D and what to look out for when the will of D returns.
Yes.
So, if you erase history completely, you destroy the hat. You don't know who the will of D is. You don't know who Joy Boy is.
History repeats itself.
History will repeat itself. The will of D will return, and the world government will have no idea what's happening. So this is why the hat is kept under lock and key, so future generations can know the story and know what to look out for.
Yeah.
Now, Mingo was talking about a national treasure, and I think the national treasure is this king.
Yeah.
Because if you could become this king, you become the ruler of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This king is a national treasure. He's definitely the secret of Marijoa.
Yes.
You can admit that.
He's definitely the secret that would cause massive problems for the world.
If this guy is revealed and all the democracy, everything is a sham, all the kings and queens will be up in arms. Maybe even the Celestial Dragons will be up in arms.
Yeah, there'll be a power vacuum in...
People will be like, what the fuck?
There'll be a war to take the throne.
Exactly. So, the throne war might actually be a legitimate translation.
Yeah.
But that's yet to be seen.
Yes, he's the secret, but Mingo is referring to an item. Clearly referring to an item.
He never says specifically an item.
But why would he call it a national treasure instead of just a secret?
He does call it a secret, but he also calls it the national treasure.
Yeah, the national treasure. Singular.
Maybe it's the crown on his head. The national treasure of Marijoa.
Okay.
Maybe it's more of a symbolic thing.
So you wear the crown.
But he needs the Opie no Me.
Yeah.
Or the
Operation Fruit to be immortal.
to be immortal.
Yeah.
And in combination
With this natural treasure.
with natural treasure, he can rule the world forever, it would seem. So is this king immortal? That's my
And
question.
how did Mingo find out?
He was a celestial dragon. Maybe he stumbled upon it when he was young.
Yeah.
Maybe he has deep threads to the
Maybe-
world government.
maybe-
He was a warlord.
Maybe he was.
He was a warlord. Maybe he did some snooping while he was in Marijoa.
Maybe he was being groomed to be the next king.
No, doesn't make sense with the timeline.
Why not?
Why would they let the kid who knows all the secrets leave the celestial dragons?
Just a thought, Christian.
Debunked.
Yeah.
Alright?
I don't know what the fuck Mingo's talking about. It's like, just reveal the mystery already.
It's a mystery wrapped in a riddle.
Yeah.
Right? We're close. We've got more answers this week.
Okay.
We're close to figuring it out. So,
we need one more piece of information.
One more.
And we won't get it.
We might get it.
I don't know, Christian.
I don't
We need
know.
one
I think
more piece
we're
of
getting a
information.
face reveal by the end of this arc about who this fuck is.
Okay.
I think we're getting more because if Oda didn't want to show any information about this guy would not be in this chapter.
Yeah.
So we're getting more. We're getting slowly introduced to this guy, who he is, what he's about.
I'm just loving his silhouettes this arc.
By the way, we forgot to mention
Yes.
that the Shanks meeting was skipped.
Yeah.
We expected it,
Yeah.
but I'm still upset.
Just devastated, Christian. Absolutely devastated.
You know what?
Classic vintage Oda.
You're not ready. That's why.
Yeah.
You're not ready.
People still are desecrating the Shanks' name.
I don't want to get angry.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna make me angry.
Alright.
Alright? Alright?
Now there is another character in the room with
Stop.
Emu. Probably his assistant
It's the wizard guy.
of some kind.
It's the Merlin guy from last week.
What are you talking about?
You know the guy that gave Stanley the sword and he's like, this is the throne. Oh, he's like the keeper of the throne.
Okay.
It's that guy.
That's him?
That's him. I'm calling it now.
There you go. I wasn't suggesting any...
It's not Shakespeare's sword because Shakespeare's sword is completely different.
Yeah. And that man has two arms.
And that man has two arms and something at his back. It's either long hair or another arm.
Yeah.
So it's not Shanks.
Also, Emu, probably going to be fruity villain archetype.
Fruity villain archetype, we have found it. The Pegasus of One Piece
Maximilian Pegasus,
has been found.
Why am I forgetting his name? Snake Man, Naruto.
Orochimaru.
Orochimaru.
We have found him. Now, will he be the scheming type,
Yeah.
which I assume he is,
As
or will
well-
he be both, the scheming and powerful type?
Definitely schemy. We already know that.
Yeah. So,
Also, where is he in the ancient part of the...
he's in some sort of magical flower room.
So, the ancient part of the palace?
This place is so big that they can have multiple biodomes within
Multiple
the castle.
themes in the castle.
It's ridiculous. Alright? Why do you need a flower room? You're just going to ruin the architecture.
For the fruity villain to enjoy his butterflies.
That's true. He is the fruity villain.
Yeah.
Assuming it's a he. Not
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah.
Could be a thing.
There you go.
Could be a space robot. Who knows?
Now, Christian. What if this man is Joy Boy corrupted?
That's a twist.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair twist.
What if
Because
this
we know
man...
jack shit about Joy
What
Boy.
if this man is the ruler of the army that
The
fought the
Ancient Kingdom. What if he is the betraying king of the Ancient Kingdom?
Yeah.
Who knows?
It's all up in the air.
A lot of theories out
And
there.
ladies and gentlemen,
All speculation.
we'll be here 5 years later and you will not know the answer.
Yeah, maybe in Wano we might find out more.
We're dropping little pieces here and there, but we'll get the most information when
Because
Robin
Oda,
finishes his
Oda
video.
keeps on saying Wano has nothing to do with the world government.
Yeah.
Over and over again. We're going to get secrets in Wano.
Okay. But Robin fighting the Raftel Poneglyph will be the massive information dump that we're looking for.
Yeah, it'll be the Void Century flashback.
Yeah.
Alright. Now. Ratings. Oda on fire.
Yep.
Oda is on fire.
Definitely.
Spicy hot chapters. Last week, was a God King status chapter.
Because Shanks was in it.
Alright? That's the highest rating we can ever give.
Yeah.
Alright? So this is a 10 out of 10. So much information. So much interesting things. We actually get to see this guy again.
Yeah.
Shocking.
It is. For me, Christian,
yeah,
it's going to be a 9.
9? Why? Because they skipped the Shanks.
No
thing?
Shanks. I didn't need the
really?
Shirahoshi
Oh, you needed it.
Man Sherry first page.
It moves.
Some kind of weird princess fan story thing going on.
No, it's important to move the plot, the Reverie plot forward.
I guess.
I mean, you still got to remember that there's a Reverie plot happening.
Apparently.
Apparently this is an arc, so
apparently it's going to be quick, but it's going to be 7 days. There's a lot to talk about.
I mean,
is there though? What are they going to talk about?
Luffy and Wano.
Luffy. They're going to talk about Luffy. How many chapters is that going to be? One.
Oh, that's all you. Cobra.
The Reverie sitting at the table is not going to be much. Everything around it is what's going to make this arc top-notch.
Yeah.
Now, I want to put into... We kind of skipped over the Revolutionary Army, sort of. We talked about it.
We talked about heaps about the Rev.
But Christian, what is the final outcome? They take all the slaves. They just take Kuma, Dragon. What's the story?
I think they take Kuma and a whole bunch of slaves. Yep. All the slaves, you have to find them. They're going to be in town. Yep. All that kind of stuff. So, maybe not all the slaves, but they'll try and free most of them.
How they're going to escape with all them slaves? Do they have ships? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. So, Dragon declaring war.
What is the major shock of this arc? Because we know that Dragon's going to declare war.
We've gotten so many major shocks.
What is the final big dick Oda not fucking around moment?
When Rob comes to kill Shirahoshi.
Yeah.
And Shanks stops it.
Shanks stops it. Ooh. Shanks one-shots Rob? Obviously. I mean... Conquers Rob.
Yeah, because Rob's Shanks is the God King.
Yeah. Now.
That's going to be so spicy.
Now, Christian, we saw Emu 2 weeks ago. Now we got some answers. Are we going to see Shanksu the chapter after? Now we're on break next week. We'll talk about what we're going to do for that in a minute. But when we see Shanksu next chapter, we're in the prediction section.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on next chapter? Do we get Reverie shit?
Once again, what's the point of us even predicting this?
It's fun.
Alright, we have to at least the Reverie, people talking, bringing up things.
Oda bringing in more plot points into the Reverie. Will we get more plot points?
No.
Will this arc be 40 chapters long?
Well, apparently not.
Because the editors...
I don't trust the editors.
What the editors do is they say what is planned.
But Oda
does not stick to plans.
I don't know. I expect...
Why is Bonnie here? Why are you adding that plot point in?
I think she ends up joining the Rev.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's here for some reason.
Was there any reason to bring her in? Just to be like...
I mean, Bonnie has to be here somewhere. And she's not going to be in Wano, apparently.
Yeah.
Not in Whole Cake. Shocking to everyone.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We're juggling, 3 plot points? We got Shirahoshi. We got the Fishman's plot point.
Yep.
We got...
Luffy.
We got Zabo. We got the Revolutionary Armies.
Yeah.
And now we got the government.
Yeah.
Which is kind of connected to Cobra and shit.
Well, people are going to talk about Luffy.
And now Shanks is here.
Yeah. It's going to be a jam-packed week to week. We're going to get so much shit.
Now, people say this is an arc, this is an arc. You said if we don't see the Shanks speech, this is an arc. You're calling it now not an arc.
Well, we might see it next week.
Yeah.
A hint of it. Well, here's the thing. If we don't get a there's so much...
We're setting up the complications. We're about to enter into Act 2.
But apparently, right, we got, 7 chapters or 6 chapters left.
Yeah. Will we get through all the acts to make it an arc?
Here's the thing. I don't need a traditional act structure.
No.
What I need for this to be an arc is that it's not just reveals,
okay,
that things actually pay off.
Okay.
Because if it's just reveals, that's not an arc. That's just a post-arc.
A really long, good post-arc.
Yeah. I need setup
so
and
after
conclusions.
this, when people say Reverie's the best arc of all time, you're going to be like, well, it's not an arc, or you're just going to let it ride?
I'm just going to let it ride, but, it doesn't stand on its own. It's built on the previous knowledge of the readership. As a standalone story, it can't stand on its own.
Yeah.
So, if people go, this is the best arc to a newcomer, and they go read that arc, they have no fucking idea what's going on.
If people say this is the best arc of the story, and new people read it, they're not going to know what the fuck's up.
And they're going to ruin a whole bunch of shit during the story as well.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful with that. So, yeah. Those are our predictions. I got no idea. Probably...
Anything else for the chapter, Christian? Interesting Kruma angle.
Chapter.
We're getting Kruma back, as everyone thought.
Yeah, I think
Vegapunk. We're going to get something... We're going to see Green Bull do... Christian, we still got Green Bull doing... Is there.
Here's the thing about Vegapunk. Here's the thing about Vegapunk no one's talking about.
Yeah.
He's still willing to do human experimentation.
Okay. That's alright.
Why does everyone assume he's good?
I mean, it's just like...
He's a scientist gone mad.
Betrayed by Judge. Sold out by Judge.
No, he got sold out by Judge.
Weren't both of them captured?
Yeah, and Judge left.
Judge sold him out?
No, Judge didn't sell him out. Vegapunk sold out by going to the world government.
Okay.
But, like, Judge was fine because he's a king.
I assume that he's a good character because Smoker and Toshiga go in there to save the kids.
But
making him a good character.
He can't be an extremely good character because he's still willing to experiment on humans.
But Krima's a mech.
Kruma is a human. He's a
cyborg. He would have asked for... This is probably a grand plan, revolutionary shit, alright? It's not like the pacifistas are like slaves that he's fucking...
They're cyborgs.
Manipulated.
Oh. Here's the thing. Vegapunk, don't expect him to be all, sunshine and rainbows. There's got to be a darker side to him. Because he's willing to sacrifice people for science.
Yeah. Unless it's like a grand plan situation of the
he's still willing to sacrifice people for those means.
Okay.
So is he all good? That's the thing. Alright. Next segment. How strong is Shanks? How strong is Shanks? Every week, we come to you with the question: how strong is Shanks? And every week, we answer the question: Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King. But there are people out there who think Kaido's the strongest. You think Dragon's the strongest. You think Aimu was the strongest. A new contender to the retardation of the community. Right? But they are incorrect because Shanks is the strongest. And every week, I come prepared with factual information
100%
of why Shanks is the strongest and why he's the God King. This week's fact is Shanks is so strong, Oda refuses us to show anything because we're not ready for the hype. We're not ready for Shanks' declaration of hype. Alright? He would cause mass head eruptions.
Hysteria.
It would cause mass death across the entire world.
Yeah.
If people read the Shanks speech.
From hype attacks.
Alright, Shanks talking to the Elder Stars is too hype for you to see. Alright? The fandom is not ready for Shanks' declaration.
They never will be.
And this is why Shanks is the strongest. And the God King.
Christian. What's next?
What's next? Topic of the show.
Topic of the show. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a suggestion for the topic of the show, send us an email, write in the comments below, fucking whatever. You can find us on the internet somewhere.
You can.
Question this week, Bodies in the Chapter reminds me, what the fuck is the point of the supernovas in the story now? And what are they up to?
This brings me to the question.
Yep.
Has Luffy surpassed the supernova status?
Yes.
He has passed it.
So are the supernovas relevant anymore?
Are the supernovas relevant?
Is that title relevant anymore?
Here's the thing. The supernovas are like the high school class.
Yeah.
And Luffy is the president of that class.
Okay.
That's how I think of it now. Luffy is clearly the top dog of the classroom. And he's got
some might
competitors.
Argue he's always been the top dog.
Sure.
Okay.
But now he has the official title as top dog. So we have people like Kid just trying nip at his ankles.
Yeah.
Trying to take that position.
Luffy's an emperor now.
Luffy's clearly the alpha. Alright?
Definitely.
We've got people like Law who ally with him. We've got people like Capone who ally with him. Luffy is the main player in the supernovas.
Yes.
People thought Kid. Why? I have no idea why. People thought Kid was going to be stronger than Luffy for no reason. Thought that Luffy was his rival. No.
Maybe someday we'll get into like the hate for main characters and stories.
Yeah.
When people don't
maybe next week
accept the main character and favorite characters turn into fringe characters.
I mean, I can say that for Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
Naruto sucks.
Yeah.
Especially in Shippuden.
Yeah.
But that's a conversation for another day.
Yeah.
Alright, so you've listed the supernovas here.
Yeah.
Point of Luffy. Point of Luffy to be the Pirate King.
Yeah.
Point of Zoro to be the strongest swordsman. Two easy ones.
Yeah.
And they will achieve those goals. Law, what is the point of Law right now? That's a good question. We need new motivations for Law.
Yes.
His motivations before was Mingo taking down Mingo.
Yep.
What are his new motivations? His life goal is complete.
Yep.
He got revenge for Corazon.
For what we know, has no interest in the One Piece.
Exactly.
So
we need new motivations.
Yep.
From Law. That's just how it is.
Or just join the Straw Hats.
No.
Alright?
No.
Pull the trigger or go away.
He can join the Grand Fleet.
Yep.
But he's not joining the Straw Hats. Alright?
Okay.
We don't need Law.
He is OP for the final war.
We
require his devil fruit for a while.
Okay, he does have a broken devil fruit.
Yep.
And it's factual.
Makes us allow us to do things that are very good.
But only uses once. Yep. Like the soul transfer.
Mm-hmm.
Which is broken, but I'm only use that once.
Can only use it on weak people.
I mean, alright.
There you go. Solved. So Law, he's on Wano. He's going to be in the Wano arc.
What?
Do we get a better idea of Law's crew and him as a captain in Wano? Are we just kind of the same?
His crew fucking sucks.
Yeah.
He's got Beppo and he's got John Bart.
Yeah.
And that's all he's got.
And they're all just kind of like bruisers.
They're all not very strong.
They're all just fighters. Like,
see, that's the difference between Luffy's crew and the other crews.
Luffy's got a good crew.
Luffy's got a mid crew.
Capone, we love Capone.
Not a very good crew.
Vito and Gotti, still question marks on what they do.
They're
shoot. In an entire arc.
They shoot.
Monster Gun Vito, I don't think he ever shot giant pistol. He only shot...
He has a giant pistol, never shot it.
Yeah. What's that about?
I don't know. So, that's what separates Luffy from the rest of the Supernova.
Yeah.
Luffy has a good crew.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Law, he needs some character work.
Yeah.
And I think we'll get that in Wano. Drake, a lot of mysteries with Drake. He was part of the Marines.
Yeah.
A fairly strong Marine at a young age.
Rear Admiral.
Rear Admiral at like 18.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
And apparently
Kobe.
He's extremely strong, but he's a coward.
Yeah.
That's his deal.
Okay.
So if you can harness that strength...
Who calls him a coward? And what is that context? Because do they call him a coward because he's smart and retreats?
It's like
or is he cowardly like Usopp?
It's like, I think his father's like, my son's extremely strong, but he's scared and he won't fight.
Okay.
Some shit like that. So we know Drake has good potential to be strong.
T-Rex fruit.
T-Rex fruit, hybrid form, almost confirmed at this point.
Yeah.
Unless Ancient Zoas have no hybrid form for some reason.
Okay.
Which I don't know why that would be. So yeah, Drake, he'll be in Wano. I can imagine him defecting to the Supernova side.
Thoughts that he is one of the calamities.
One of the calamities, then we know he's strong.
Well, you could assume that every supernova has the potential to be one of the weakest commanders on the crew. Because Cracker's what, we're 600? Come on. I'd back in half the supernovas to beat, Cracker, Snack.
Yeah, Snack.
I'd back in half of them to take out Snack.
That's apparently blasphemy. Because the Rouge hype was real.
The Rouge is hype, and Rouge beat Snack. Couldn't take on Cracker. Obviously, because he just fought Snack. Tough fights, Christian, but not out of this realm that they could be a part of Emperor's crews as one of the commanders by now. Surely by now. Right?
It's just that, like, trust and things like that.
Yeah.
It's only been 2 years.
Okay.
Is Drake...
Kaido could be like, you're strong. I don't give a fuck about trust.
That's true. It seems like the calamities are an established thing. People know what they are, what they do.
Okay.
What would Drake's big calamity be?
I don't know.
Drought?
Flu? Spanish flu? I don't know. Some weird shit.
Calamities are natural.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Disaster.
But like,
surely there's like,
what are the other calamities? What do you reckon?
Like there's like tsunami, earthquake, Drought is a natural.
Drought's pretty intimidating.
Yeah,
bro.
He's the drought.
What does that mean?
Is
that because he's a mammoth and
he'll
he's also got a
he'll eradicate your country to dust.
Yeah.
Right? We'll see what Drought does to Alabasta.
Okay.
Right?
How many are there, Christian?
3 calamities.
The great 3 calamities.
There are 3 calamities.
Is Drake like a leader of like the Gifters or some kind of faction?
Maybe.
The Delfruit army.
Maybe.
What are like pleasures and gifters?
Pleasures, gifters, who cares, alright?
Ship's head shit. He's some kind of leader. We imagine Drake's a part of the army in some way.
I reckon he defects.
Yeah.
Joins the Straw Hat crew.
Okay.
To take down Kaido. Kid.
Fucked up in a cage in Wano.
I imagine that he gets freed at some point.
I imagine it would be difficult for him to escape if Kaido's up there.
I mean, he controls metal, right?
Yeah.
Or he's got Sea Stone, which you would assume they would have.
But, yeah, I don't know. Can Kid only control metals that are magnetic in reality? Or can he control all metals?
But he's got the shackles on.
Yeah.
And we
Does
know.
he? I don't think he's got shackles on. I think he's just beaten to a pulp in the corner.
And they leave him there with no no Sea Stone on.
Yeah, because Kaido's just in there.
That's a fair statement, but if Kaido's not there...
I imagine Kid's escaping at some point.
Yeah, Kid's gonna escape, join the Wano
will
crew.
Want to get revenge because it's Kid.
Yep. Apu... I imagine Kid wants to kill Apu for betraying them.
Do you think Apu will stay with Kaido or will he join the Supernovas?
I think Apu goes where the power goes.
Yeah. Kind of a slimy cunt.
Kind of a slimy bastard.
Yeah.
He'll ally himself with the strongest team, right?
Okay.
So maybe he defects at the end.
So does he get fucked up?
Someone fucks him up.
Yeah.
Okay, Rouge, he's on the Sky Island. Just chill it out.
Yeah. When is he coming, Christian? He's already kind
the
of
Mug.
He's already been spotlighted. We're seeing Oda go through all the supernovas and giving him some time.
Matt D. Mug.
Yeah. What do we think?
What do we think about the Matt D. Mug?
I mean,
here's the thing.
If you're gonna have like 8 supernovas in one, you might as well have all of them.
That's true. But we have people like Bonnie, who is at the Reverie.
Yep. So, unlikely to be at one.
Yeah, I don't think all of them are going to be there, because it's just too fucking much.
How many, what, we got Luffy, Zoro, Law.
Yep.
We got
Drake, Kid, Apu,
Hawkins Killer maybe.
I mean, if Kid's there, Killer's there.
Yeah.
So, Bonnie, probably not. Capone, maybe.
Yeah. It's a fair few.
It's a fair few characters. It's a lot of characters.
Yeah.
Alright? Do we need all of them there? Probably not. So where does a Rouge fit? Maybe he fits in Albath.
Yeah.
Just he's just there.
Or like
just an X Factor in Albath.
another Sky Island issue.
Yeah.
Something like that. Hawkins. What do we think? What is the deal with Hawkins? And it seems like in the original Supernova chapter, he got almost the same amount of treatment as the other big three.
Yeah, we know this. Oda said if he had more time, he would have fleshed out
Oda
Hawkins.
likes Hawkins. What's Hawkins' angle? Is he in Wano? Does he do something else?
Because we don't know his situation when Kano fell.
We don't know Kid and Apu's situation.
Where is Hawkins? Who knows?
It'd be very important delve for
To take it down, Kano.
Kano.
Yeah.
It could be like, you only have 0.0% chance of beating Kaido or whatever.
Yeah.
And they pull it off.
Luffy's like, well, we still got a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, some bullshit like that. Killer probably with Kid. Bonnie, what is her mission? Just to save Kuma? She's in the Celestial Dragon's place.
Probably a relative or a friend that's a slave trying to save her. Or
him.
they.
Yeah. Yeah, alright. But she says, I ran into him already.
Yeah.
So, there's that.
We're going to get some more information on Bonnie this arc, or is this just kind of like...
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we've got a plot point with her, so we're going to... If this is an arc, we will get...
We're not going to want it this year, are we?
We are. No.
How many chapters left? Like 20?
Yeah.
What do you think? I think we're not going to get to Wano this year.
I think it's possible.
The way Oda's setting up, he's implanting...
But we're getting like 3 chapters in one right now, dude.
Yeah.
There's so much going on.
But I still think... I said, well, what did we say? 12-ish chapters when it just started?
I think it was at 15.
With more every chapter adds another layer.
Well, they're kind of all interconnected.
Yeah.
So Zabo and Bodies...
Things can get solved at the same time.
So Zabo as a Bodies thing is connected.
Yeah.
You got... Shirahoshi may be connected with Vivi.
Okay.
So you got all these connected things. So they can all be solved pretty quickly. Not too worried about that.
This is the question I want to ask the people out there. Do you think the Supernova title is still relevant to you?
It's not relevant to me anymore. Because it's just like, these are just strong people in the world.
It's kind of like Luffy's generation.
Yeah. The people at Shibondi.
Luffy's generation.
Yeah.
Where does Capone fit, Christian? Because we already saw Capone quite heavily. Does he come back? Is he an ally? What do you reckon?
I think he's out of the story for now.
Yeah.
We got plenty of Capone. In Whole Cake Island.
Do you think Kid will live up to the hype?
No. Absolutely not.
Yep.
Because there's nothing that indicates
Do you think
Kid is
he'll
strong.
be revealed for the scumbag that he is? And his band is only that high because he's a piece of shit.
I mean, Luffy doesn't like him.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how... Here's the thing. If he turns out that he's strong as fuck, fair enough. I'm not upset about that.
Yeah.
But if he's weak as fuck, I'm not going to be upset either. Because we don't know fucking jack shit about his power and how strong he is.
Yeah.
So it's fine either way. Like, he could be strong, he could not be strong. But
he just seems like one of those archetypical characters that, like, he's just angry all the time.
I feel like he's like fucking...
He's just an edge master.
Yeah, he's just edgy as fuck for no reason.
At least Law has some kind of, like...
He's edgy, but he's not angry edgy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's more emo edgy.
Alright. Any other final comments on this topic?
Supernova, interesting. They started off as this kind of big deal. They're becoming less relevant. They're kind of in arcs to support Luffy. We'll see if one turns against Luffy.
People want Law to turn on Luffy.
No.
He's too popular.
He's too popular, and like Law is like kind of absorbed in the crew now.
Yeah, it would be I wouldn't mind it, just so Law gets some character.
But we don't know Law's motivation, so I guess it's possible, but...
Yeah, we don't know Law's new motivations, so...
There we go. Christian, power scale?
It is time.
You know what? Now, I can't imagine who you'd pick this week.
Are you going to pick it, or am I going to pick it?
You're first.
A very difficult one. Very difficult. The ancient weapon.
Yeah.
Shirahoshi.
You bought Shirahoshi. Why are you bringing Shirahoshi into this, Christian? How are we supposed to power scale this?
Exactly.
What does this mean?
Ancient weapon.
Yeah.
Shirahoshi. Very broken power.
Okay, so she's in trash tier, just base trash tier on her own ability.
On her own ability.
On her own physical attributes.
Maybe.
Trash tier.
She's giant. She's kind of big. I reckon she could beat everyone in trash tier. Just by hitting them with their tail.
Expanding with the sword?
Expanded with the sword. Interesting. I feel like... Okay, fine.
Let's just keep her in trash tier on her own physical attributes and combat ability. Okay?
But
now,
ability to control all Sea Kings in the world.
This crazy.
Is this unprecedented?
This is kind of a nail on steroids.
Yeah.
OP Devil Fruit, shitty combat ability.
OP ability.
Not Devil Fruit. Yeah, OP ability, shitty Devil Fruit.
Shitty body.
Shitty body, shitty combat.
Yeah.
Christian, you just got me all confused.
0 combat prowess.
Yeah.
0. But she is an ancient weapon.
Does she have full control over this ability?
Yes, they listen to her every word.
Yes. Does she know she has this ability? Fully?
Yes.
Okay. Do we rate
the Sea
Kings?
The big Sea Kings.
Do we rate them?
Are at least menacing.
Where would you rate
the
big
Sea Kings?
The Fishman Island Sea Kings. Where would you rate them?
Now, they're almost as big as Noah.
Yeah.
The Kraken. Is that considered a Sea King?
I don't think so.
So I'm gonna say stronger than the Kraken.
Okay.
So, do you see a pacifista beating a Sea King?
No.
A massive Sea King? No. Right? Don't even...
Hody, no. Crocodile, no.
I reckon I give Crocodile a fair shout. If you can touch it and...
But how was these two entering combat?
Just like two action figures smashing together.
Okay. That'd be
Let's just say a Sea King middle.
Yeah.
Top of the middle. Maybe Crocodile beats.
It depends.
Depends on the ability.
It's because of the size, it kind of is a bit wonky.
Yeah. But
because
powerful.
like people like Kyros can't slash through it.
They can lift retarded amount of weight.
Yeah, but people like
Crocodile with the ability, I could see it happen.
Yeah, people like fucking Anel could electrocute it.
Yeah.
Same tier, struggling. Depends on the ability.
Middle tier. We'll say middle tier of 1.
Okay.
Shirahoshi can control all of them.
How many are there? How many Big Daddy Sea Kings are there, yeah?
Big Daddy ones we saw in Hawkeye and Fishman Islands is like 5.
Okay.
And but there are a lot of smaller ones.
Now on the sea, ridiculous.
Ridiculous power on the sea. Top tier power on the sea.
Yeah.
Right? We got the calm belt that stretches the entire globe.
Mm-hmm.
Full of Sea Kings. Full. Okay. Breeding grounds for the Sea Kings.
Now, what tier do you rate this ability? And then we can start homing in the correct tier. What tier do you rate the ability of controlling all the Sea Kings in the world?
It has to be at least on an Admiral level ability.
Alright.
It has to be.
It is very broken.
Everyone fears Shirahoshi. They know this power is broken. It is an ancient weapon. It is a massive deal in the One Piece world.
Yeah.
Right? Massive. Do they consider Devil Fruits, like, Akahinas to be an ancient weapon? No.
Yeah.
This ability is on that same tier, I would argue. If not more potent.
Now we have a high tier ability and a trash tier user offset ability.
Oof.
Now I think it's foolish for us to cut it in the middle.
It is foolish. That is a foolish statement.
Yes.
Alright.
But to do the exercise, where do we end up? Middle-ish. Yeah, we end up in the middle.
No.
Hody Jones, Nolan, Monet, Bart, Crocodile, Brooke, Caesar.
Shirahoshi in the water.
Yeah.
She is a mermaid.
How quick are the Sea Kings coming to assist? Or are the Sea Kings there in combat? What is the situation you're bringing to the table, Christian?
Well, she would call them in.
Yeah.
How fast could they get there? Well, the Sea Kings all over the sea.
Yeah.
The message would go out. They would all start piling in.
Okay.
But is that fast enough to defend? She does have the... We'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Alright, let's say she's up against Hody Jones.
I think...
Alright, her body is getting destroyed by Hody Jones.
Yeah.
But Sea Kings coming in there, destroying Hody Jones.
Was there a situation in Fishman Island that backs up this?
Hody Jones outspeeds her pretty easily.
Yeah.
On full steroid mode.
Yeah.
But you would assume that.
Regardless of steroids or not. Yeah.
So, weak as fuck body.
Yeah.
Broken ability.
Okay.
What's your recommendation?
I mean...
Imagine this situation.
She'd beat Nami.
Easy. That's out of
She'd
question.
beat the Boa sisters.
Yep.
And she'd beat a pacifist.
Easy.
Okay. With the Sea Kings, obviously.
Yeah.
Now we get into the middle tier. She beats Nolan.
Yep.
She beats Monet.
Yep. Alright. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Sea King swallows. Maybe.
But Unbreakable Shield.
But can he hold out that long with a swarm of Sea Kings constantly jumping?
Crocodile, I don't think so. Crocodile's a crafty man. Logia gets behind.
Water though.
Yeah, but like, what's the situation?
That's the issue.
Like,
what's the battlefield?
What, Crocodile? If Shirahoshi fights anyone on the water, she beats all these people in the middle. Like,
Yeah.
say the character's on a ship and she's on the water.
Yeah.
Right? She goes to like maybe high mid. But we can't assume that she's always in water. And when she's not in water, she loses instantly.
That's also true.
What do you think? Why are you bringing this is hard.
This is a very tough power scale.
You have to put her in low mid just on that assumption alone. That she's ridiculous in the water with the Sea Kings, but absolutely no, like right now in the Reverie, powerless, zero power at all.
But people still want her as a weapon, right?
Yes.
She has that ace up her sleeve.
But
in combat.
Reverie in a combat situation, in a power level skip power situation right now in this arc, trash tier. In the water, there's a different story.
It's a very different story. I want to go at least mid. Because I feel like she could beat Nolan. In a good situation.
Well, we talk about, like, on the water. Like, she's in the water. The person that's fighting her either
on a platform,
on a ship, or underwater themselves, would not beat Oven. Would beat Virgo.
Yeah. Would be Pedro.
Wouldn't beat Anel because Anel's electricity.
Would beat Kiros.
Would beat Kiros. Would beat Pika. Would beat Smoker. Would beat Oars.
Yeah.
would be
EGG.
back EGG in
Back
the
EGG
water.
in? Yeah, okay, he's got the tech, he's got the speed.
He's got the tech.
Alright. He can shoot things as well.
Beat Virgo. I already said that.
So,
Rob Lucci, no. Rob Lucci's... Oh, yeah, he can't go in the water.
but he's got flying shigons. He's got ranged attacks.
But, we got 1,000 Sea Kings there as well.
He's got a swarm of Sea Kings.
Well, let's go even higher. Let's go even higher. Doflamingo in the water.
Nah, Doflamingo's... Let's not get out... The birdcage can cut anything, alright?
So, the cap on the water ability in the water...
So high.
Is...
The very top cap.
The barrow shit can't pass as high. The highest cap is a low high in the water.
Yeah. Right. I'm gonna go Shirahoshi mid tier.
I mean, overall, she's an ancient weapon.
Exactly. But her body sucks.
Yeah.
Right? If she was a top tier body with this ability, alright?
Emperor.
It's in top tier. If she could hold herself in some sort of combat.
Yeah, busted.
If she had at least some sort of combat savviness like Fukaboshi.
It wouldn't be that high.
High tier.
Yeah.
But
Doesn't.
So I'm gonna say mid tier.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Christian, I'm gonna take the one everyone's expecting.
Yep.
Kuma. Is he on the list?
Is Kuma on the list? I do not see Kuma.
People are going to be screaming high tier. I kind of agree.
High tier. Low high tier or high tier?
High tier, just because of Delfrid. Christian, the Delfrid is busted. And he's gonna be re-recruited to the Revolutionary Army in like 2 chapters.
According to this chapter, he can be stabbed.
According to this chapter, he's very weak.
According to this chapter, he can be stabbed.
What do we rate him on right now? Or do we rate him on previous?
We have to rate him right now. This is how this system works.
So do we hold off until Kuma's into
No,
the
we have
Revolutionaries?
enough. We have enough to say Kuma's strength level. Alright, durability.
Very high when he fights Zoro.
Very high when he fights Zoro, not very high in this chapter.
Very low now. Now, I'm going to assume that's an effect for you to feel emotionally about Kuma.
Sure, maybe there's like meat in his back.
Yeah.
That can be stabbed, because he's a cyborg.
Yeah.
Maybe his arms are full metal.
Christian, based on his previous record, very strong. Can take pain out of people and put into others.
Can he take pain out of himself? Well, I don't see why not.
He can teleport himself.
He can teleport himself? I don't see why he can't take pain out of himself.
He can teleport
fatigue.
anyone he touches miles away, instantly.
Take fatigue and pain out of himself.
Ursa Shock.
It's not that good these days.
Not that good these days, still pretty good.
I feel like Luffy's taking damage, but he's not getting knocked out by it.
Yeah.
It's not that good these days.
Rapid fire palm attacks, he's quick.
He's got quick attacks.
He's buff.
If he touches you, he teleports
Sanji
you away.
breaks his leg on his face.
Pre-touch him.
Yeah. High durability though. No haki on that face. No haki for Kuma. Cannot confirm haki.
He's in the rev.
He's in the rev. You got to assume he's got it.
But can he use it nowadays?
Why do you object to high?
Because
of this chapter?
No, because of Mingo.
Okay.
People like who's it high? We got people like Rayleigh, Zabo, and Luffy, Magellan.
Alright, first of all, don't bring up Rayleigh because you know how I feel about Rayleigh.
Well, we got Doflamingo, Zabo, Luffy. Here's the thing. We know Zabo is the second-hand man.
Yeah.
So Kuma cannot be stronger than Zabo.
Kuma's been there for years.
Kuma cannot be stronger
Trained
than
Zabo.
We know the situation and how storytelling works.
Could Kuma be like the tactical officer or whatever? You don't know the rank that he has.
Here's the thing. Zabo is the second strongest in the Revolutionary Army.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Factual information. Some people say he's on par with Emeralds. Some people say that. I don't say that. But some people say that.
But how could you put him with Virgo and... I guess you could. No, you couldn't. The scale in which Kuma does things in Thriller Bark is ridiculous.
Yep. Imagine if Oven turned up in Thriller Bark. How are they beating him?
Oven.
They're not beating him.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Kuma versus Oven. You back Kuma in.
Yeah, back Kuma in.
Because the poor swipe is busted. The reflection is busted. Reflects Doflamingo. Reflects Magellan.
I mean, Magellan's poison.
Reflection.
He can coat him, the whole body. Is
reflecting
Kuma...
those hydras.
Alright, Kuma. You're making the case. But some people say he's lost his mind.
And that makes him weaker.
But doesn't make him weaker.
Apparently. We brought up the fact last week that might make him stronger.
No Haki confirmed.
We just said that, and you said he was in Dragons in the Revolution.
Yeah, but there's no Haki confirmed. It's a possibility.
Okay.
Alright?
You gotta assume he has it. You have to.
Do you?
Do you assume Ivankov has Haki?
Why did she use it against Magellan?
She.
He referenced himself as a he, so... There you go.
Christian. Zabo has Haki.
Zabo...
And Zabo is what, 22?
But Zabo... Alright, fine. I'll give you that Kuma has Haki. Fine.
Where would you put him? Low, high? I know you're convinced in high tier, but you don't want to put him there because of this chapter.
Here's the thing. Doflamingo beats him.
We haven't seen the full extent, though, of Kuma.
We've seen Kuma dominate.
Yeah. We've just seen him dominate. We've seen him dominate.
We've seen him in the war. We've seen him... Mingo, at this current standpoint, Mingo beats him. I think that's controversial.
But does he still deserve to be in the high tier?
Kanaguri beats him. The future side.
Yeah.
Alright? We got Magellan.
Shaky.
And that's interesting.
That's an interesting fight.
That's interesting. Does he beat Magellan? I think he does. The Rage. The Rage attacks.
No. Luffy, Gear 4, Snake Man. I think
Luffy's got in the bag.
Luffy's got that speed.
I think Luffy's got in the bag.
It'd be a tough fight, though.
Zabo beats him.
Easy.
And Rayleigh beats him.
So he makes it in because he's better than Magellan.
Yeah. But Magellan has a broken ability.
But Kuma kind of
But Kuma also has the broken ability. Yeah. So we will go high tier for Kuma. And mid tier for Shirahoshi.
Now, when he goes back to the Revolutionary Army and showcases butted shit, we might reconsider, but I don't think he'll move.
I don't think a Warlord is going to go to high.
Well, Mihawk.
Yeah, well, that's the exception, right? Because he's the world's greatest swordsman. Alright.
But Kuma, impressive. Don't think he's going to go higher than where he is at the moment.
Yep.
The only thing that's really scarring him is no Haki confirmed and kind of his mind, but we expect it to come back.
Yeah.
And we expect him to be full body Kuma pretty soon. Now, Christian. Crazy power scales.
Question corner.
Shirahoshi. That people might disagree.
That's a hard one. That's a very hard one.
You're gonna have to put brackets with Sea Kings.
No, people know.
Okay.
People know Shirahoshi's ancient weapon.
Is that a trap for the dumb people?
Yeah, that's a trap.
Okay.
Yeah. Weed out.
Shall we go into the question corner?
We shall.
The question corner. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Answer your questions. We'll answer your questions if you put them in the comment section, the email of the show. Gmails of the title of the podcast.
Yep.
You can find us on YouTube. It said title of podcast, The Red Force Podcast. I assume you're watching this on YouTube, but there's a few SoundCloud people out there.
Shout out to SoundCloud.
They're there.
They're there.
They are there. Shall we get into the question corner?
Alright, first question comes from Henry Russell.
Big heads.
Will Zoro and Perona settle down, own a bar like Rayleigh and Shaki at the end of One Piece? First of all, he ships Zoro and Perona.
Clearly, Mihawk has Perona.
Well,
under his skin. Perona, Mayhawk, confirmed.
Okay.
There you go.
So the answer is no.
No. What a dumb question. You have to be a
Mouth breathing dummy.
to ask that question. No shipping questions here on the podcast.
We're not interested, alright? We're just not interested. You can take that and take it over to Naruto.
Yeah.
Alright? Alright. From OG Perps returns.
Yeah.
Theory / question. Do you think the pirate Shanks wanted to discuss could be Doflamingo? I was thinking maybe Shanks, being the God King, heard about the rumors of the secret about the Celestial Dragons. Doflamingo knows and is warning them the consequences / chain of events that might happen.
Interesting thought. Counter.
Yeah.
They already know he's dangerous. That's why they're sending assassins.
Well, Mingo assumes
Yeah.
they're sending
But-
assassins. Maybe it's a possibility. Yeah, because maybe Mingo, the disruptions in the world because of Mingo.
Is that
But they already know about Mingo.
fun? That's not fun.
It's kind of fun to some people.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure the world government already knows about Mingo and the trouble he's caused.
Definitely.
So, interesting theory.
Interesting thought.
Yeah, interesting theory.
I'm not hearing a lot of people talk about it, but
Interesting.
possible. Definitely possible.
Alright, from my man, Andre.
What's going on, Chief?
Question for next week. If you could ask Oda one thing for him to do in the manga, what would it be and why? Would you like to have an arc in outer space or another planet? Keep it the great, awesome work.
No, I'm going to assume those are two separate questions.
No? If you could, that's the example he gives.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, Christian, what would you like Oda to do?
What would I like Oda to do? I've said it before. We've covered this question before, but I want Oda to have a arc of mini side stories, mini chronicles, as it were. So we get a whole bunch of small stories, small self-contained stories. Maybe they all lead up to one big one. But it's just exploring the world, exploring more places. Maybe we spend 10 chapters with Hawkins and what his story is.
Okay.
A little bit of a Chronicles vibe.
Similar to like the novels of Ace.
Yeah, but in manga form.
Yeah. That might be a bit too much. Someone else would have to do it.
Well, he's asking me what I think Oda should do.
What I think Oda should do, stop listening to the editors
He doesn't.
and the fans. Don't rush the man,
Oda does not listen to the
because he had plans with Smoothie, but he got rushed. Let the man do what he does. Don't rush him.
Apparently the anime has plans for Smoothie.
So, that's all I have to say. You got to be on the journey with the man. Let him take you on the journey. Don't get mad when your headcanon doesn't sync up with Oda's grand plan. Because Oda delivers.
Alright.
Would I enjoy Space Arc? Yes, we've been talking about this for years.
Yeah. From a Raw Gender nerd.
Mm-hmm.
Rasenga? I have no idea how to pronounce that name.
Yeah.
But he asks, or she asks, how many female listeners do you think we have? Zero?
We have 1%.
So, 3.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Sometimes less than 1%.
Shout out to you out there. What if the symbol of the world government is a sign for Rafdal?
We've talked. It's a common theory that it's symbolizing the four poneglyphs, and then in the center is Rafdal.
I'm pretty sure it symbolizes Marijoa and the four
Yeah, the four
axes.
seas.
And the middle is the empty
Middle of
throne.
the center, yeah. Interesting thought.
So, yeah, interesting. From our man Jose.
Jose returns.
Can rocks have a similar meaning to the supernovas? So, like, is the rocks a generation that all came together to create a crew? Everyone instantly putting Kaido and Big Mom in the same pirate crew. Maybe they are just on the same generation alongside other pirates. Perhaps Shiki. Maybe they are something like the worst generation of 40 years ago. Age really isn't relevant. Because you have Capone, way older than Luffy, and they're the same
Also,
generation.
people bring it up that like Kaido being like 12 or whatever matters. He's a beast and could age.
And have you seen Big Mom at 12?
Also, it's like people are saying that if you think about it, it doesn't really make sense for Kaido and Big Mom to be on the same crew. But I would retort with, it's fine. They said, just like the old days, the implications of the chapter suggest they're on the same crew. They lost their captain. Why would that be there?
Here's the thing. Compared to these days, right? Luffy is considered the ringleader.
Look, this is the thing. Hina is talking to Garp about Big Mom and Kaido.
Yeah.
At the end of the whole thing, if they make a comeback, it'll be whatever.
You can't rule out...
If the Rocks make a comeback...
You can't rule out that it's
they
not
lost their captain.
But here's the thing, right? Could be a fake news situation. Because Luffy's considered the ringleader of Capone. Where it was an alliance, right?
First of all...
What?
Why do people have to make up these things in their mind for them not to be on the same crew?
I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah, I know. When it's clearly implied that they're on the same crew...
It's not necessarily a crew. It could be an alliance. There could be a leader of the alliance, the captain.
What percentage...
Because Big Mom has her own crew at this point.
There are multiple ways you can take that paragraph or that page and what was said, right?
Yeah.
What do you think is the intention of that page? Here's
the thing. Do I like Big Mom and Kaido in the same crew?
But answer the question first.
No, I don't.
What is the intention?
The intention is to think that they had something going on in the past.
The intention is that they were on the same crew with one captain. That is the intention.
They didn't say that
That's
directly.
The intention of the entire chapter.
Why not say that directly?
Because it's very secretive, Christian.
If Oda wanted you to think that, why not say that outright? I think it's more of a pirate alliance. And there's a Big Daddy who...
But what's the difference?
The difference is Big Mom would have her own ship with her own crew on it. It wouldn't be like a Straw Hat situation.
Why can't the kids be on the crew?
It's going to be like a Straw Hat situation.
Alright.
I imagine Big Daddy Leader has his crew, Kaido has his crew, Big Mom has her crew, and they all work together to fuck shit up.
Alright. But this is the thing. Why is that so different for them being on the same crew?
Just logistics-wise. Yeah. You got these wild cases...
You still got them in an alliance.
You got them in an alliance, but they're not spending that much time together if they're on different ships. And they're all they're all separate across the world. They're part of the same alliance, but they're all across the world doing their own shit.
Still under one man.
Still under one man, but they're not working together in one country to destroy a place. They're split up, they're on the seas, they're part of this alliance. I think that makes more sense than them being on the same crew. Of Kaido being Zoro and Big Mom being Sanji and
but they're young. This man could be 50 and
this big fucking bloke being Luffy.
They're not Emperor tier when they're young, though.
I don't think that's possible because of the way Big Mom's character is and her flashback.
We see her.
Listen,
12. We don't see her at 28.
We kind of do. With Pound.
40, not 28. We know what she looks like at 28, specifically.
Here's the thing. I don't think Big Mom's personality, because she's all about, if you don't listen to me, I'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
And she's never learned that lesson. She's never learned the lesson of...
But I don't see her being an alliance, like...
But an alliance is a different situation.
Not really that different in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, but here's the thing: it's a different enough statement for her to feel like
And
she's
plus-
not being told what to do.
Plus, like, Struzan is capable of manipulating her.
I just don't see Big Mom and
Struzan-
Kaido being a subordinate.
Struzan could control Big Mom in a way where he's like, let's join this crew, it'll help us out. And it says more than 40 years ago, so Kaido could be like 10 and Big Mom could be like 16. We don't know how far in the past it was, it's more than 40 years ago.
I just can't see Big Mom and Kaido taking orders.
Well, they did.
From this guy
regardless.
directly.
Okay. But they did work together in the old days.
I think it's more of an alliance. Because of the things I've already said.
But they have a captain.
Yeah, you can still have a leader of the alliance. It's like Luffy's the leader of the alliance.
I would like to see the dynamic of them on the same crew. I think it would be interesting.
Right, imagine Law and Luffy, right?
Yeah.
Law's like, it's an alliance, and Luffy's like, I'm the captain.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
This is the thing, right? I think it'd be interesting to see them on the same crew. It'd be more interesting to see them on the same crew. Because it doesn't change their person. It doesn't change their connection much if they're an alliance. It changes their connection heavily.
It changes
if they're on the same crew.
I think it alters their character if they're on a crew.
Yeah.
Together.
Well, it gives them there's an opportunity for a richer connection and backstory if they're on the same crew.
Yeah,
if
but
they're in the same alliance.
It kind of goes against Big Mom's established character. Because we see her in the past.
But maybe Rox gives her the promise of this Neverland idea.
If you come with me, I'll help you on your quest.
Yeah,
by
shit like that.
conquering the seas.
Maybe he did listen to her. He was one of the people that does listen to her.
But then why Kaido's join?
Carter's very young. We don't know Carter's character to give that judgment.
Yeah, it's true. I think it's more possible as a power alliance.
I think it's a better story. Like there's more to explore there if they're on the same crew. If they're in an alliance, there's kind of less to explore with their relationship.
They can still work together at specific points.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, imagine how big that ship has to be to keep those cunts there.
Both of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Big ship.
Yeah.
Well, we have giant ships. It's not a massive problem. Christian, I think we're at the end.
Yep.
Now, we're on break. We're gonna do Bradier?
Bradier? We'll do a Bradier.
Bradier review recap, whatever you want to call it. Because we're on break.
Retrospective.
We've been punished.
Too much hype.
Yeah.
Right?
I was like,
Just calm down.
you gotta think about it before I drop the next chapter.
Yeah. So, we'll do that. And we'll have some interesting stuff, as always. Talk about
Sanji.
Again, we'll talk about Sanji.
Sanji gets a fight at least.
Sanji does get a fight, but not the main fight.
Yeah.
And not the second main fight either.
Yeah, the third.
The third main
The
fight.
third, like always.
Like always. So, yeah.
Rate the video, like the video, share the video with your friends. Long form podcasts with your boys.
I feel like this one has never ended.
Halfway through the year.
Yep.
Yeah. Christian, Twitter, whatever.
I just put out a chapter of my comic, Shadow Soul, chapter 32 is out. It's just a whole bunch of talking.
Dropping
and
lore.
tone pieces. It's more of a tone piece. Than lore. But yeah, interesting.
See _Talado on Twitter.
Yep.
You can find me at Eric Talado on Twitter. Real simple. You can email the show at TheRedforcePodcast. I believe it's the RF podcast. No, it's the Red Force Podcast on Gmail. The RF Podcast on Twitter.
Yep.
You can find the podcast by the same name on iTunes and SoundCloud for your listening pleasure.
Give us ratings on iTunes.
Yeah.
Because that's how you get noticed.
Follow us on SoundCloud. Just never know when you're gonna need it on the road.
I thought SoundCloud was bankrupt.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, we'll be here next week.
Yep.
Live streams may be happening. Check
I
it
mean,
out.
we're chipping away at it. Trying
I'm
to get to work.
thinking Thursday morning. I really got to sort out the technical issues that we're having.
Yeah.
So I'll probably figure that out tomorrow. Look out for that. Shanks is the Goat King.
That's right.
Good night.